As a six-figure, hopefully going on seven-figure Amazon seller of about 2 years, I'm going to share with you a complete list of tools that are needed for Amazon FBA. There are about 30 tools on this list, which can seem a little bit overwhelming, but I promise you it's not. And you may not necessarily need to use all these tools right now at once, because they'll be used at different phases of the Amazon FBA process. So it's not going to be overwhelming, I can promise you that. And then number two is that I'm not just going to be using this video to promote affiliate links, okay, which I know other videos do. Like I said, there's about 30 tools, or a little bit over 30 tools that I'll be including in this list. About half of these tools exactly are going to be 100% free. You don't have to pay now or ever in the future. 100% free. I guarantee you're going to find that valuable. And the other half of the tools are a mix of paid tools as well as paid tools that offer free trials. And of course, I always recommend using free trials. Never pay where you don't have to. So I just want to kind of call that out before we get into the video. And then the last thing is, like I said, I guarantee you're going to find this video helpful. And if you do, be sure to like the video, leave a comment below, anything that you found interesting, anything you would like to add or you have questions about, as well as subscribe and hit the notification bell, because there are a lot of other great videos currently on this channel and a lot more coming to you very soon. And I can promise you that very, very soon. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on those. And with all this being said, let's go ahead and get into the list. So what I've done is I've created this presentation, so these slides, and you can access these slides in the description section of this video. It's 100% free, so you can go ahead and access it there if you want to. So number one, this will kind of help hopefully make things as well organized as possible, not just giving you this big list, but not, kind of breaking everything out by the different phases. So phase number one is product research. Phase number two is sourcing and shipping products. Phase number three is creating your Amazon listing and keyword research. Number four is launching your Amazon product. And then finally, number five are kind of tools for scaling and other tools that you may not be aware of that are very, very powerful. And I'm very excited to share all of this with you. Again, about half these tools are going to be free. The other half are going to be paid, some of which have free trials. So again, I'm not trying to push anything on you. I just want to make you aware of tools. These are all tools that I use. If you watch my other videos, then you know that to be true. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into tools needed for Amazon FBA product research. So number one, UBERSUGGEST. UBERSUGGEST is a free Google keyword research tool, and it's very, very important because UBERSUGGEST allows you to validate product demand on Google, okay? So product validation is very important. Basically what that means is if you are only using tools for Amazon, like that's good and that's very helpful, right? But certain tools can be wrong, right? So you want to use a variety of tools that give you different estimates and kind of show you different data. And if you see that there's high search volume for a certain type of keyword or product on Amazon, but you see there's not a lot on Google, that could be kind of a red flag, right? But if you see there's high demand, high search volume on Amazon, and then also on Google for related keywords, on Google, that's a good sign, okay? And that's what I like to look for. So UBERSUGGEST, free tool, helps you validate product demand on Google to make sure that, okay, people are searching for this on Google and on Amazon. And when there's more kind of validity, that's a better opportunity in my opinion. There's less risk there. Okay, so that's my reason for using it. And again, if you have any questions about this or any other tools, let me know in the comment section. I apologize if I'm whispering. I'm traveling around Brazil and Argentina with my wife, so we kind of have to make do with what we have. So UBERSUGGEST. Tool number two is Answer the Public. A little bit similar to UBERSUGGEST. It's a keyword research tool, but specifically Answer the Public is a reverse search engine. That means that instead of, with Google, you type in a certain keyword and then you get results relating to that keyword. Here, you type in a keyword, instead of getting answers, you get questions. So you find that questions that people ask relating to a certain keyword. Right? So for example, maybe I type in water shoes. I can see all the different questions that people have around water shoes, right? And that can help you with building your listing, actually, as well as differentiating your product. So that's why it's in the product research phase, as well as maybe coming up with some ideas around certain products, right? Because if you see certain keywords together, like maybe pink water shoes, green water shoes, I'm just kind of making that up, that could be a good opportunity. Okay, so product ideation, differentiation, it can even help you create your Amazon listing because you know what questions people have about certain products. Okay, so let's Answer the Public. Number three is Helium 10, specifically the free Helium 10 Chrome extension. And what I really like for this, there's a lot of great tools, or a lot of great uses for this tool. One that I like personally is I can see the change in demand over time. So if I can look at basically specific listings, specific future competitors for a new product that I have, and I can see is demand overall increasing or decreasing, right? If I see like the BSR, for example, which is the best sellers rank, if I see that a lot of like my top 10 competitors, they're overall all of their rank, their bestseller rank, is decreasing, that may be a sign that the category overall is decreasing. Now, it could just be seasonal, and it's a particular season, or overall, maybe that's not a good opportunity because the trend for this product is going down. Again, never rely on one tool and one data point. Use multiple, and when you use multiple tools and when you use multiple data points, that's going to help paint a picture, a better picture, and a more accurate picture of whether a product is a good opportunity on Amazon FBA or not. Okay, so that's Helium 10, specifically the free Chrome extension. They have other tools as well. Next, Google Trends. Again, this is a really great tool. It's a free tool that you can use to identify seasonality for a particular type of product. So for example, you see that I've typed in the term detox foot pads in the United States over the past 5 years. Okay, so I can see, is for this particular product, which I wouldn't recommend selling, by the way, but for this particular product, is demand increasing? Is it decreasing? Was there just a big spike, right? And this is very helpful to where if you see on, for example, you're using a tool like Helium 10, Viral Launch, Jungle Scout, or any of these other Amazon-specific product research tools, and you see, oh, hey, it's showing that there's a lot of demand and not a lot of competition, but then you go to Google Trends and you see that there's a huge, let's say, here you can see in the middle of the screen there's this big spike, right? Let's say that big spike is happening at the exact same time that you're researching products, then okay, this is kind of really blown up, and it could be a bubble that's going to burst and it's not going to last. Or it could be, a good sign that it's, it's on the rise. But again, this is going to help paint a better picture for you and give you more data and ultimately increase the accuracy of your estimations. Okay, it's very, very helpful. Again, knowing if a product overall is increasing, if it's decreasing, if it's staying the same, right? And that can kind of help you know, okay, if it's increasing like at a more linear rate, that's a good sign because it's demand's increasing, right? If demand's decreasing, that's not as great of a sign. And again, use multiple tools. And this is really, really helpful. I use this all the time, okay? Next, the FBA calculator, specifically the free Chrome extension offered by AMZ Scout, their FBA calculator Chrome extension. Very simple, it estimates FBA costs. So again, you shouldn't just only rely on this, but this is really great when you're quickly just kind of running through different product ideas and you're in the product research phase. This is going to help you estimate your product costs and just see how much your referral fee would be, how much your storage fees would be, etc. Okay, so this kind of helps you estimate the Amazon specific costs of a product that you maybe hope to launch, just to give you an initial sense. Because for example, I've used this tool and I found, okay, this particular product is going to have very, very low profit margins. I'm not even going to do more research and waste more of my time, and it helps me be more efficient because I can just quickly, okay, not even going to look more into this product or this product, and yes, I will focus more on these products. Or maybe I find, that seems a little bit weird, like maybe the profit margin is too good, or it seems way too low, and it's going to help me kind of understand. Again, all these data points are going to help build a picture and build a story. I can't stress that enough. That's why I'm repeating myself so much about this. Next, this is a paid tool, Viral Launch. If you guys have been watching my videos here on YouTube, or you're enrolled in my course on Udemy, then you know I'm a huge Viral Launch fan. One of the most, in terms of both accuracy and ability, kind of breadth of ability within the tool. Viral Launch is a great, great tool for Amazon product research. It gives you product idea score, which honestly I don't rely on too much anymore, especially. But what I really, really like about it is that you can actually use the Viral Launch tool to look at seasonality for specific keywords, okay? And Google Trends is great, but Google Trends, again, is Google data. Viral Launch can give you more Amazon-specific seasonal data better than any other tool that I found, and that's one of the functions I really like, so it's very accurate. Highly accurate, again, it's still estimations, but highly accurate when it comes to sales numbers, estimating how much a product or a certain seller is making on Amazon with a particular product, as well as when does a product sell best on Amazon, when does it sell the lowest, etc. Okay, so a really great Amazon-specific product research tool. I use this every time I'm looking for products to sell on Amazon, and then I always like to use Viral Launch in combination with Helium 10, which is, again, these are like two of my favorite tools, and they are paid. Keep in mind there may be free trials for both of these, and with Helium 10 I know that there is. But again, they are paid tools, so I just want to call that out. If you do want a coupon code and you are interested in these tools, I do have affiliate links below, right? So I do get a % of every sale that's made, and you get so basically you get a % off, and then I get a commission from that. Again, if you're interested, those are in the description section of this video below, but I'm not trying to push them, okay? I'm just letting you know, because they are phenomenal tools, and I do use them. So next, Helium 10, again, free trial with Helium 10. I like to use specifically their X-ray tool, as well as some of their other tools, but really their X-ray tool, again, estimating product demand, and if I can use Viral Launch and Helium 10 together, and I'm looking at a particular product or a particular category, and I'm seeing that the results are very, very similar, that's a really good sign to me. If the results are really, really different, then that shows me, okay, I need to be careful because, why are the results so different? And maybe I want to be more careful, or maybe I need to do, a little bit more digging and a little bit more research to really understand, is there demand or not, or what the case is there. Okay, that's why I like to use the two tools together, and I'm willing to pay because it's absolutely worth the money if you know how to use the tools. Plenty of tutorials for free on YouTube, including here on this channel. So that's Helium 10. Another tool that I like a lot for product research is Pinterest. Pinterest is known as a social media platform, but really it behaves more like a visual search engine. Okay, and this is a really great tool for product ideation and differentiation because, again, Pinterest behaves more like a search engine. So, we're using the Amazon search engine for data. We're using the Google search engine for data. And now we can use the Pinterest search engine for data. And a lot of people don't know this, but Pinterest actually used to be an e-commerce platform before it was a social media platform. Okay, at its very beginning, it was an e-commerce platform. You can look this up for yourself, but basically the founders found that people were adding to their cart and then revisiting their cart, kind of like they were saving to their wish list and then revisiting constantly. So that's kind of where the idea of these pins came from, because they could pin their idea and then revisit those ideas. Again, kind of oversimplifying, but that's why it syncs up so well with e-commerce. I think it's like almost half of every, it's a little less than half of every user using Pinterest goes on Pinterest with purchase intent. So it's huge integration between Pinterest and Amazon. Highly recommend using Pinterest ads, or at least giving them a try if you're looking for even launching your product. It's a great tool for that as well. But for product research specifically, you can type in certain keywords, and this can kind of help you look at different designs or different types of products that people are repinning, and they might like, people obviously are, if they're repinning, that means they like the product. So you may see, okay, people really like this design on Pinterest, but when I go on Amazon, it's not available. Well, guess what? Bingo, that's differentiation. So now you're bringing a design that's proven that people like on Pinterest, and you're kind of merging that in a way, merging it with an existing product on Amazon. It's your own product, but you're kind of taking those two ideas together, making your own product, and then bringing that to Amazon. And that's a great way, really, really great way for differentiation. One of my favorite ways for differentiating. Really powerful tool, and it's free. And also, it's a great idea for product ideas. You can type in whatever keyword. It could be, let's say Christmas decorations, right? You want to sell Christmas decorations. Type in Christmas decorations. Huge list of ideas to just give you some ideas for products. Okay, so that's Pinterest. Another very important tool. This is also free, by the way, is Google Patents. This tool is absolutely needed for Amazon FBA specifically because you don't want to infringe on anyone's patents. You don't want to get sued. You don't want to get your listing shut down or your product taken down and lose all your investment. So what you want to make sure you do, and it might even be worth investing into a patent research attorney specifically, depending on what your product is. But at the very minimum, make sure that you go to Google Patents, which you can find. Again, all the links are going to be here in the slides because I don't know if it would be super spammy if I put them all in the description section, but all the links to what I call out here in the video are going to be here in the slides that you can access, again, for free in the description section. But yeah, you can go to Google Patents and just type in product-related keywords and see if there are any existing patents at the very least. And maybe if you have some hesitation, it may be good to hire a patent-specific attorney, or even you might know a friend of a friend who can kind of help you out with that and do so professionally. Okay, so that's Google Patents. Make sure you don't infringe on any patents with your product. That's both design patents and utility patents. Okay. Similar type of tool, TRADEMARKIA. TRADEMARKIA is going to help you identify active trademarks. So you want to make sure that whatever name that you're using, maybe for your product, for your business name, your brand, number one, you want to make sure your domain is available. But number two, and it kind of even maybe more importantly in some regards, at least legally, you want to make sure that your name is not similar to any other name, so the same or even similar to other names that are in the same industry as you. That's a huge, So yeah, again, I'm not I don't quote me for legal advice. Be sure to do your own research, but TRADEMARKIA is a great way to kind of just type in your own brand or product name keywords, and also other related or similar keywords there to maybe make it sound similar, and then see if there's any results, right? That's why, again, I stress creating what's called a fictitious name, kind of making up your brand name or making up, kind of like FIVERR or I can't think off the top of my head some other examples, but I have a whole video on that. But yeah, definitely recommend creating a fictitious name to make sure that you don't have any risk of getting sued, or reduce your risk of getting sued, of getting people complaining about your listing that's too similar, your brand name is too similar to theirs, etc. Right? So TRADEMARKIA, very similar. And then lastly, I believe this is the last one, MATCHSTIX. This tool is not yet available to the market as of the creation of this video, but I'm actually helping, the team approached me and is essentially creating this tool that's I'm actually really, really excited for, and they're providing me access where you can utilize Amazon review data. So a lot of tools use Amazon BSR data to estimate sales and all of that. This tool is actually going to help you with product differentiation as well as product research, and basically be able to extract sentiment and basically see what do people like and dislike about existing products on Amazon, and give you recommendations to improve those products right then and there, which is one of the most difficult parts and also one of the most important parts of Amazon product research. This tool is, again, it's not out yet. There's just the beta that I've tested. I'm really, really excited for. And by the way, right now you can still sign up. First 50 subscribers are going to get their 2 months free plus 25% off in the future if you're interested. Again, not trying to push it, but this is I think this is going to be a big, big tool. You're going to hear more about it. And I want to make sure this is the first place that you hear it. So that's MATCHSTIX, huge for product differentiation as well as product research by extracting all that review data and giving you product research and differentiation ideas based on statistically significant review data and sentiment analysis. Okay, so that's product research, right? And that's probably the biggest. I know that was a lot of tools that I just kind of threw at you. That's definitely the biggest phase. That's where I use probably the most tools. But now we'll go ahead and move into phase number 2, which is sourcing and shipping to Amazon FBA. I don't list as many tools here. I do utilize some other services that I won't mention here. If you're interested in what those are, you can let me know. But again, I don't want to just promote things. I want to kind of give you real tools that you can use for your Amazon FBA business, and try to keep it as free and as valuable as possible. So number 1 tool, may have heard this before, is Alibaba. Honestly, this is one of the most underrated tools, and it might even get some hate because it's like, oh, everyone uses Alibaba. It is an extremely powerful tool. So e-commerce used to be dominated by giant brands, and this is true of so many other industries, where now with the internet, all the tools that we have available, this has really broken down barriers. It has never been, ever, all of human history, this is a fact, it's never been easier to source and create your own physical products and profitably sell your physical products online. Ever. And Alibaba is one of the best ways to do that. So Alibaba is a tool that helps you find suppliers. Basically, it's like it pairs international businesses with Chinese suppliers as well as Pakistani suppliers, Vietnamese suppliers. They're starting to expand in other networks, but really it's mainly for you to partner with reliable and inexpensive suppliers to basically create your product. Very powerful. I have videos on this as well, but you may have heard this before. If not, very, very important. This is if you're a beginner, this is highly where I'd recommend getting started with creating a private label product, creating your own product. Okay. Number 2, 1688.com. This is, I believe, also owned by Alibaba. It's kind of like so Alibaba kind of, front facing is for international businesses. A lot of American businesses and brands use Alibaba, or can use Alibaba, I should say. 1688 is kind of the Chinese version of that, and I think it, like I said, is owned by Alibaba. This is a really great way to gain negotiation leverage, because a lot of times you can find that your suppliers on Alibaba and the same suppliers on 1688, and their prices are different. So what you can do is go on to 1688.com, look at what price people are that similar suppliers or that exact same supplier is charging for a certain product. Convert that, because it's going to be in Chinese currency. You can convert that into your own currency if that's US dollar or whatever. So look at so it's like, let's say, I don't know, it's $4 a unit on 1688.com, and then on Alibaba it's $5 a unit. So you can potentially use that for negotiation leverage and just say, hey, why is there this price difference? Could you explain that to me? Because it seems I found a similar product for a little bit cheaper through 1688, right? So you can kind of use that for negotiation leverage, but just be careful with this. Your Chinese supplier or any supplier that you use, especially in China, can always or almost always reduce the cost of your goods. However, that can a lot of times come at also a reduction in quality. So you always want to make sure that you're sourcing quality products profitably. Okay, that's a key word. Source them profitably, not as cheaply as humanly possible. Okay, big difference between the two, and that's what I recommend. Quality products, as long as it's profitable, it's high quality, great. That's the goal. Okay, not to get as cheap as possible, but this can help you in that kind of process because it's actually helped me. Next, WeChat. a lot of kind of new Amazon sellers, because there's so much of this, this is kind of regurgitated on YouTube, but everyone talks about using WhatsApp with your Chinese suppliers. Well, I used to grow up in a Chinese community in Canada. I have clients and good friends who are first generation and second generation Chinese. I have friends in China. So based on this, right, I'm not an expert in Chinese culture, but a lot more Chinese suppliers use WeChat and Skype instead of WhatsApp. So I recommend using WeChat and Skype to communicate with your suppliers, potentially over WhatsApp. I believe WeChat is 100% free. You may have to like pay $1 once, but I think it is free. But it's very similar to WhatsApp. It's a messaging app, and it's going to help you communicate with your supplier. And if this is already an app that your suppliers use, and they're constantly maybe getting all these other new Amazon FBA sellers contacting them using WhatsApp, and you're using WeChat, that can kind of show them, first of all, they prefer that, but then also that can kind of help differentiate you as well. So just an idea for you. Again, not a huge, big thing, but can give you a little bit of an edge and help you with communication. We use WeChat for all of our communication and Skype occasionally when we need to do more of a video chat. Okay. And then also in the sourcing phase, if you've watched my videos, you know that I like to use MANYCHAT with my product inserts. So every product that I sell, I have a little kind of thank you card, and basically people can scan a code or enter in a link and ultimately get more value. That could be a tutorial guide, like a video guide, an article, an extended warranty, whatever that might be. And I use MANYCHAT to basically automate the process. So instead of them emailing me and me having to email them back, they kind of message MANYCHAT, or they message my Facebook Messenger bot, and my Messenger bot responds. Again, if this is like totally new to you, I have videos going through step by step. I have a $20 course on Udemy talking all about this if you're interested, so you can learn more there. But I use MANYCHAT for my product inserts. So this is a tool that I use. Yes, it is paid. It's I forget the exact price because I've used it for so long, and I don't know if it's changed. Somewhere in the $10 to $20 per month price range. You don't have to use this, but I use this for all my products. I've had great results with this. Ultimately, what this does is it's going to increase your, if you use it correctly, can capture customer data, increase review rate, surprise and delight your customers, right, and get them buying from you again. So a lot of really powerful ways you can use this with your product insert, as well as a lot of other applications as well. So really, really powerful tool. You guys have been following me, you know this to be true, and I use it specifically, in this case, in my product inserts. But again, it's up to you whether you want to use it or not. And then lastly is GS1. I don't know if it's really a tool or it's really a service, but GS1 barcodes, this is where you need to get your barcodes if selling products on Amazon FBA. You cannot use things like Barcode Mania or Nationwide Barcodes according to Amazon's terms of service. Okay, some sellers still do, and they have the reason for that. But GS1 is kind of the place you need to go for your barcodes for Amazon FBA, right? So that's what I'm going to recommend. And the last tool that I recommend is actually a collection of tools. They're websites, but FIVERR, UPWORK, and FREELUP. These are great resources and great tools for you to use to find graphic designers, package designers, logo designers, right? So anything creative that you need, again, for your packaging or for your graphic design, your aesthetic, these are great resources for that, as well as other services as well. You can actually use these tools to find potential, patent attorneys specifically, even some Amazon PPC freelancers, although I'd be very careful with that specifically, but anything graphic design related, these are really great tools for that as well. Okay, so that kind of concludes the sourcing and shipping. Again, I'm going to run through a little bit quicker for this next section because I know I'm kind of taking a little bit of time. But phase number 3, building your Amazon listing. Okay, tool number 1, QAZ.WTF. Yeah, I know, kind of a bizarre, and it's just kind of a sketchy looking website, but I've used this multiple times. It's just a very simple, plain website. But essentially what it does is it converts text into Unicode. And why is that important? Well, what you can do with your Amazon bullet points or your description is that currently, as of the making of this video, Amazon does not ban or does not allow Unicode. Unicode is essentially kind of like bolded text. In a way, as you can see here on the on this part of the screen, right, we have make text bold and all different Unicode types. And essentially what you can do is just take a part of your bullet point or your description, copy it, go to this tool, QAZ.WTF, paste it in there, hit enter, and it turns that text into Unicode. So it's no longer text, but basically it still looks like text, obviously, as you can see here, and just kind of makes it bold. And my personal favorite is the math sans bold. Okay, so it's math sans bold. That's my personal favorite. It's very classy, simple, nice, but it really can help your bullet points stand out. It can help your description section stand out if you don't already have access to A+ content. So really, really powerful tool. Very simple to use, easy. It can have a pretty decent improvement to your conversion rate and help you stand out amongst your competitors. Again, 100% free. And it looks sketchy, but I've used it multiple times with no problems whatsoever. Next, we have Textilizer.net. Again, another kind of one of these weird tools. But specifically, what I'd like to do is I go to my top 10 competitors. Okay, I copy their titles in and I paste them into this tool, all of them, all 10. Paste them in this tool, I hit enter, and what happens is Textilizer is actually going to show me and analyze the words of this text. And basically, the point of that is going to show me the most common words and most common phrases that are used on my top 10 competitors. So why is that important? I want to make sure that those words, the most used and frequent words that are being used in my competitors' titles, are being used in my title too. And I want to make sure I include those in my title and other parts of my listing as well. Okay, so super powerful tool. Again, this is also a free tool as well. I highly recommend using it. Grammarly, probably seen ads. I've seen ads all the time on YouTube about this. Grammarly has a free trial that you can use. It's a really great free trial. I have not upgraded yet. Really, really powerful. And what you can do is just make sure that your title, bullet points, your description, any part of your listing for copywriting purposes, there's no grammar errors, there's no spelling errors, all of that, right? It sounds and looks great. So Grammarly, really great tool. And again, use the free trial. It's a really powerful free trial. A lot of people, sometimes free trials are great. Sometimes they're just super spammy. They just want to get you to upgrade. Grammarly has a great free trial. Next tool is called PickFu. And this is a great way to A/B test your main image. Basically, you could have two very, very similar but still different main images that you want to use for your Amazon listing. What you can do is you can take those two main images, send them into PickFu, and what PickFu is going to do is they can actually put your two images in front of your target audience, right? And they're going to vote on which image they like best, okay? And that can kind of help you determine, okay, maybe I should use this main image instead of this main image for my Amazon listing, okay? Also, what you can do, you can use this in the product research phase. Let's say you have two ideas for a design for your product. Maybe one's gold and then one's silver, okay? Just making that up. But you have a gold and you have a silver shoe. And you want to see which product idea that your audience would like best. You can use PickFu and figure out what your audience, which option they would like better. Okay, so it's a great way for product research as well as for kind of doing some initial A/B testing with your Amazon listing before you launch your Amazon listing, if that makes sense. Next, we have SELLER.TOOLS, Seller.tools. This is I have a whole video on this. That's how much I like it. And yes, I am an affiliate of SELLER.TOOLS, if you don't know already. But I'm an affiliate because I find tools, if they're extremely powerful and effective, I try to do my best to become an affiliate. If I can't become an affiliate, that's fine. I still promote it. If I can become an affiliate, I still promote it just as an affiliate. That's how it works for me. That's how I do it. So with SELLER.TOOLS, absolutely hands down my #1 favorite Amazon keyword research tool and specifically listing optimization tool. It's honestly that I found all of these kind of combined. So #1, they have a free trial, free 14-day trial that's really, really powerful. I highly recommend that you check that out. Link will be in the description as well as here in the slides. So recommend using the free trial. It's highly, highly accurate based on my own research, my own data that I've done with my own products. Highly accurate. You can use the free trial, and it makes the entire keyword research process and listing optimization process as fast as possible. A lot of times, keyword research tools or listing optimization tools will give you this giant, enormous list of potential keywords, and you have to manually go through thousands of keywords, right, to find the good keywords. The way that SELLER.TOOLS is set up and their kind of process, I think it's called like the keyword wizard process, is actually, makes it so much more efficient. I literally save hours and hours and hours of time. And I'm not just saying that because I'm an affiliate, like I really do. So recommend at least checking them out. Really powerful tool for keyword research and listing optimization. That brings us to phase #4. Only 2 left, guys. I know this is a lot, but phase #4, product launching. Tool #1 that I like to use is merchant words, specifically for identifying long tail keywords. What do I mean? What's the purpose of that? Okay, so basically the shorter a keyword is, the more competitive it is, the more expensive it is to bid on for Amazon PPC, for Google ads, for Pinterest ads, right? The shorter a keyword, the more expensive it's going to be to try to advertise for that keyword. The longer a keyword, again, this is just general, the longer a keyword, the cheaper it can be if it's very specific and relevant to your product, and the higher your conversion rate can be for that keyword. So what I like to do for my Amazon PPC, for my Google ads, and my Pinterest ads is I like to find very long tail keywords. Okay, so longer keywords that have 3 phrases or 4 phrases, or three words or 4 words in the phrase. Okay, and target those, right? Which like I said, have a higher conversion rate, or can potentially have a higher conversion rate. And when I have a whole bunch of these keywords that I'm targeting, that I can actually get the same amount of sales as some of these shorter tail keywords, but a lot cheaper and a lot more efficiently and profitably. Okay, so really powerful tool for that. I know some sellers have talked about using this for optimizing their Amazon listing. Not recommended. This is specifically Google data. I guarantee you're missing out if you're using MerchantWorks to optimize your Amazon listing, period. This is great. I use this for advertising only. Okay, well, mostly just advertising, right? And generating those ideas and those long tail keywords. Number 2, like I said, MANYCHAT. MANYCHAT has a lot of different functionality, but I use this to build a subscriber list, and even an email list, an SMS list, as well as to facilitate rebates if I am running rebates. I have full videos on this. If you're interested, you can check that out. MANYCHAT is an extremely powerful tool. It is paid. I'm not an affiliate. It is paid, and I definitely recommend it. Again, I make no money on promoting them. That's how much I love them. Next is HELIUM 10 again. Very, very powerful tool. Again, yes, this is a paid tool, but they do have a free trial. And specifically, I like using the HELIUM 10 magnet tool and black box. With magnet tool, I can find, again, kind of those keywords that have high demand, relatively high demand and low competition that I can use for my Amazon PPC, my Amazon advertising. With black box, I can actually, which is what I show right here, I can use the HELIUM 10 black box tool to identify low competition products. And with Amazon advertising, you can actually target products. So I can find low competition products to target those, and generate sales profitably. And also it helps me increase my keyword rank and generate more sales as well, profitably, which is always a good thing. So really, really powerful. HELIUM 10 is absolutely one of my favorite tools because I can use it for so many things, and it's absolutely worth the investment, even if it's just for 1 month. Okay, so that's phase number 4, concludes phase 4 of launching. And phase number 5, this is kind of a agglomeration, or I don't know if that's even a word, but a collection of some tools I use for kind of quote-unquote scaling, and some other tools I find really valuable that a lot of people don't talk about. Some of the weirder kind of tools for Amazon sellers, weird in a good way. So number 1, GETIDA. So Amazon isn't perfect, their employees aren't perfect. What does that mean for you? That means that Amazon employees and Amazon itself as a company can lose your inventory, they can accidentally damage your inventory, some employees might steal your inventory and it goes missing, right? So you ship inventory into Amazon's warehouse, they lose, they damage, they steal, whatever. Not all your units probably, right, but maybe some. Well, you want to get money back from that, and Amazon actually owes you money from that. A lot of people don't know this. So what you can do is you can sign up for a tool called GETIDA. This is free to use. And what GETIDA will do is they will basically, you sync up your account, use GETIDA, and they will basically see if Amazon owes you any money. So they're going to give you a report and says, hey, Amazon owes you X amount of dollars. Would you like to use GETIDA to get that money back? And you can say yes. And if you use GETIDA at that time, then they get I think it's 25% of sales or something like that, 25% of sales that they recover. So it's just, in my opinion, this is a very, this is money that you wouldn't have got otherwise. They find the money for you for free. And then if you want to use them to get the refund, then you pay them, right, at that point. So it's kind of a mix of free and paid, because ultimately you will pay. But I think it's a really ethical way of doing it and a really smart way of doing it. So I definitely recommend checking that out if you haven't already. And especially if you've been selling on Amazon for years, Amazon could owe you some money. It's absolutely worth checking. So that's why I put it first here, GETIDA. Number 2 is Splitly. Splitly is my go-to Amazon A/B testing tool. I want to test my price point, my main images, right? Basically, having one main image here and another main image and seeing which one performs better can have a huge impact on your sales. You have no idea, and so many Amazon sellers have no clue. Even small changes to your listing can have a huge impact on conversion rate and ultimately making money, right? That's the whole point. So you can test, have 2 different versions of bullet points and see which one people like better. You have 2 different images, see what they like better, descriptions, right, keywords, and you can also use, it's not necessarily A/B testing, it's technically regression analysis, but you can test your price point, and maybe you don't realize this yet, but if you actually increase your price point, you could actually generate more profit every month than you do now, right? Total amount of money that you make per month by increasing your price point, right? Or the same, by decreasing it, you can still generate more profit potentially, and that's really what I like using it for is really kind of testing my price point using regression analysis, and that's why I use this tool over other tools, is because it does it. It's a really helpful tool. Even using it for like 1 or 2 months and then canceling just to get that initial research can be very, very powerful, and I definitely recommend it. Yes, I am an affiliate, but there's a reason I'm an affiliate. Powerful, powerful tool, and the link is in the description as well. So Splitly, FETCHR, this is a great tool to know your exact Amazon profit. Net profit is something very difficult to really understand and know exactly down to the cent, but it's also extremely important for you to know. So what FETCHR does, it shows you your your profit specifically from your Amazon sales. Okay, obviously I sell on other marketplaces, including Etsy, my Shopify site, eBay, other sites, and as well, and other sales channels. So for that, I use QuickBooks, and then I also use FETCHR, and I integrate everything together into QuickBooks. Okay, so FETCHR is great to know your exact Amazon profit. It calculates all the costs. Everything's right there. It shows you, changes over time, both with profitability and sales. It gives you a P&L statement, right? This is great. Even if you're using an accountant, they'll likely ask you for certain things. You can easily just export a certain file and give that to them, give whatever they need to calculate your taxes, or even for you if you're doing taxes yourself with your Amazon business. Okay, so really important, not just for tax season, but also just to know on a monthly, weekly, and even daily basis to know your true net profit and how maybe different efforts are improving or not improving your Amazon performance. TaxJar, we use TaxJar every month. So TaxJar is a monthly, again, this is a paid tool. I believe all these are paid tools, unfortunately, but it's still a very powerful tool that can record your sales tax for Amazon. So it can record and report your sales tax, which is obviously very important because you need to pay sales tax, and it can be super complicated and confusing, because every state kind of has their own jurisdiction, their own laws. So TaxJar really helps automate the process. It can save you literally hours of time and help you to not get audited by the IRS or whatever, right? So very important. I'd recommend at least checking them out. Again, not an affiliate, just recommend checking them out. Shopify, one of the most underrated tools for Amazon sellers, and I'm just starting to kind of learn more about this. If you want to learn more about Shopify for Amazon, highly recommend checking out the Unstoppable FBA Amazon group on Facebook. Awesome group. This is actually where I learned from a guy named Stephen Black, who runs the group, kind of showed me this, and I've kind of taken this, and I still have a lot more room to grow, but really, really interesting and powerful tool. But with Shopify, what you can do is with Amazon, it's difficult to capture your customer data. With Shopify, it's a lot easier, right? It's a lot easier to get your customer's email, their name, their address, all of that. With Amazon, that's really difficult. Amazon keeps that data. But with Shopify, you can keep that data because it's your website, okay? So it's easier to capture data. Another thing you can do is for example, the links that you have, if you have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, or whatever other social media platforms for your brand, or you want to tell your friends and family, you can send all that traffic and include links to your Shopify website, and then retarget customers who visit your Shopify site and send those to Amazon. So it can act as a filter. So there's a bunch of people, some are interested, some are not interested in your products, right? But you send them all to Shopify, and it acts as like a filter, and only those that want to buy kind of filter through, and you retarget them with ads that get them to buy on Amazon. Just kind of oversimplifying, still in the process of making this happen, but capturing data, using it as a filter, and ultimately getting more sales on Amazon because of it. This diversifies your sales channel. If Amazon shuts down, right, and you only sell on Amazon, you went from making however much revenue or profit to zero. Okay, so diversifying is always important. This is a great way to diversify your sales channel, sell on Amazon and on Shopify and other sites as well, right? So a lot of really great benefits of using Shopify. Also, if you ever have issues with and you need help from Amazon seller support, having a Shopify site can be super helpful because they're going to ask you for your website. You can easily send them a link to your Shopify site to show that you're a legitimate business, right? Also, when you're negotiating with suppliers, you have this legitimate business, this legitimate website that you can send to them to show them, that you mean business, help you stand out from some other new sellers as well. A whole lot of really great benefits of having a Shopify site. You could also look into WooCommerce and other sites as well, but definitely, I've liked using Shopify so far. I've heard it recommended by numerous other big Amazon FBA sellers, so that's why I'm kind of sharing it with you, and I'll be sure to keep you posted on my results. Joe Lister. Joe Lister is a tool that helps Amazon sellers automatically expand and get sales on eBay. So it kind of copies and pastes your Amazon listing to eBay and helps you just automatically generate more eBay sales as well. So I think it's worth testing. It is a paid tool, but again, it can literally pay for itself because those are sales that you wouldn't have got otherwise. So recommend checking out Joe Lister. And then lastly, Guys, thanks for watching all the way through. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button. If you're interested in learning more about all these tools, exactly step-by-step how I use these tools, and a whole lot of other info that I didn't cover here in this video just because I couldn't, it was already long enough, you can check out my full, I think it's right now, it's over 20 hours of content in my Amazon FBA course on Udemy. As you can see here, right now it's hovering right between 4.6 to 4.7 star rating. You can get it for literally $20. Link will be in the description section of this video. Again, if you're interested, not trying to push it out on you, but like I said, hopefully you found the content in this video helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos.